Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 90 Forum from X102.9, Jacksonville's rock alternative. My name is Tank, in the studio tonight with the boys from Palm Trees and Powerlines. Welcome to my humble abode, fellas.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Man, you guys are super young. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Yeah?
I'm 17.
Yeah?
I'm 20.
Man, you'll be buying them beer in about a few months, huh?
Well, what year?
I mean, I didn't say that. That's illegal. Don't do that. Look, here's the thing. I've been checking you guys out. You guys are friends with Park Ridge. Those guys were awesome, and they're a good band, and they're good dudes, and they put us on to you. And also, I started looking at your YouTube, and you guys have some great videos. You have really well-done videos, and the Roar cover that you do, 50,000 views.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. That is so many views. That is more than any video. We have a video with Brendan from Panic at the Disco. It doesn't. It has a tenth of that amount of views. I mean, that's what reach that this social media thing has had.
Yeah,
have you guys been getting any sort of feedback from that? People been coming at you for that or anything?
Yeah, we've a big branch. Like we a lot of our stuff we do is YouTube videos. Like we have our first cover we ever did was a cover of I Will Wait by Mumford & Sons.
Right.
And it was something really unique to us because we never done a cover before and never posted something on the internet, and we got a lot of good feedback from it. And so then all of a sudden Katy Perry's coming back with this Eye of the Tiger thing.
Right.
And so we're like, man, we're going to jump on that and let's hear everybody how, want people to hear us roar.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the video because the video cracked me up because it was really funny. It was really well done. And you guys said you did it really quickly.
Oh,
we did ourselves in less
an hour.
Yeah,
an hour and a half. Yeah. Something. And it was Josh's neighborhood.
Josh is a rich kid. The houses in the neighborhood are ridiculous.
Suburbia Wonderland.
Yes.
They're all right.
Yeah, they're all right. Should see the dirt hole I live in.
Well, yeah, we saw the playground and we were like, man, that looks great. Let's just have a fun time.
Yeah, so it was just a really random, quick idea.
And then
it just turned into that.
And then there was Kyle's cat.
There's a cat just out of nowhere. There's a cat. That's the cat that roars, I'm assuming, right?
Was our lion.
It was our lion.
We couldn't afford a lion.
Low budget, you know.
And you can't forget Lonnie the lawnmower.
Is that what it is?
That's what
Lonnie's busted.
Yes.
That was like the opening line.
Yeah. It actually did break down.
You guys did stunts and everything. You had skateboarding in the video. Somebody jumped on the front of the lawnmower. I mean, this is a great video. This is really entertaining. Just doing your own stunts. And who did the editing? You guys probably did it all yourselves.
Yeah, we did the editing.
It was all.
Man, that's just really cool. Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Let's before we go much further, I'm going to introduce you guys. We got Josh, and you're the singer, guitar player.
Yes, sir.
Both.
Yeah.
And Schaefer, you sing as well, and you play guitar as well. Yeah. So you guys are like just opposite sides of the same coin. And Casey's the drummer. He looks like your typical drummer. He's kind of quiet, got a hat backwards. He looks like the guy like in the group. Like if there's a problem and somebody it's you, right?
Yeah.
You're the guy. You're the enforcer.
Yeah, I'm the bad one.
Yeah.
We call him the animal, like the Muppets.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Like a slightly darker Travis Barker.
that's a great nickname. Darker Travis Barker. Actually really works out really well. And the name, I want to give you guys kudos on the name, Palm Trees and Powerlines. That's just like such a snapshot of Jacksonville.
It is. That's really what inspired the name, really. It's just
because we all love the beach, all love the coastline, and so we were like, oh, well, Palm Trees and Powerlines. See those everywhere, so
it's
pretty much Jacksonville in a nutshell.
Absolutely, 100%. And that's what you think of, and it's the sound that you guys have is it's similar to Park Ridge, and just genre specific. Not you guys don't sound alike.
It's in that same. You could categorize it in the same genre,
right? Pop punk. But like modern age, because you guys are young. You're a new generation. You're not doing the same things that the pop punk people from before did.
Yeah, because Blink. A lot of people will actually associate us with more of a Blink kind of sound, and we take that because we were all kind of inspired in our own little way by Blink, especially with Casey over there.
Darker Travis Barker.
Darker Travis Barker.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean that a lot of people associate us with that, and then Yellow Card too, because we're all from Jacksonville and. We kind of have more of a Yellow Card-ish kind of sound.
Yeah, and that's way more identifiable because Yellow Card's obviously from here.
Right, yeah. And it's kind of cool.
Probably heard it a lot coming up,
Yeah, definitely. Things like Ocean Avenue, and then a lot of people didn't really keep up with them, but we all listened to
Lights and Sounds.
Lights and Sounds.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good song. I think that was on the OC. Do you guys remember the OC?
Yes.
The girls remember the OC. I was the only dude that watched the OC. So you guys have been together for how long as a band?
As a full band, like
Yeah.
since we got Schaefer in, it's been about what,
a year and
and a half.
almost,
A year.
almost.
Yeah.
So you've been at this pretty long individually, just not as a
Yes.
band.
Yeah.
It was the actual project. The actual project was started by Josh and a friend, and they started that back in like 2010 when they were still young in high school, about like 16, and they started it really young. But it really got serious, and we finally got a good lineup around a year and a half ago, and that's when they asked me to join, and we've been loving it ever since then.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Schaefer because, like, I grew up with him. Like, I met him, like, my brother used to go to elementary school when they met each other. It was just so much fun. Like, we hung out, went to his house and stuff.
Went to McDonald's, played on the the play set.
Nice.
And, like, I mean, I grew up with the kids, so, I mean, we needed a guitarist we played Latitude 30 here in Jacksonville. We needed a guitarist, because, like, we didn't sound as full. So I talked to Josh about it and pulled Schaefer in, and he just started shredding on guitar, and he liked it. He said, "Wow."
I said, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
Let's throw it together, and there it was, the beginning.
Business. Yep.
Yeah. How do you start playing instruments? So when you were a kid, Casey, what age did you start playing drums?
Man, I mean, I got a little like drum when I was like 7, but I didn't really care about it. I actually got in drums when I was in 6th grade, I think. I was in a band. I tried out for saxophone, actually. I wanted to play saxophone at first and piano. But then drums, I don't know, drums, it just seemed more fun to me. And I felt like I should play that, I guess. And I just started playing drums. And ever since then, I fell in love with it.
Yeah, it was just instant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing for you, Schaefer, with the guitar?
It was actually, for me, actually, the guitar, Casey and I both started taking piano lessons first. We took piano lessons in the same teacher.
This is like one of those long-standing friendships.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah. We took piano lessons from the same teacher for like a good couple of years. But once I hit 6th grade, I actually was more of a drum person originally, but because I was in a band, we were in the school band playing percussion. And then I got more into guitar because my dad, he had this little Ibanez. He'd play it on occasion. He'd teach me Sweet Home Alabama on the weekends.
Eventually, the Jacksonville ties continue.
Lynyrd Skynyrd deal. So he would teach me that, and he gradually grew to me being able to teach him things like sevenfold and a lot of stuff. Like, just I was all over the place.
This kid, honestly, he was not good at guitar. Like when he first started, he was not good. His younger brother was like,
way to put his business out there in the street.
His younger brother was so much better than him, and then like he actually started focusing on it. And as he's focused on it, he just like grew better like each day. It really shocked me actually.
Well, when you can, you just can. There's something about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Josh, for you, when did you start? How did you get started?
I started about 6th grade, just from a friend, really. I saw him playing guitar, and I was like, man, that just looks so cool. And he had like a BC Rich, like one of those spiky guitars.
Oh, yeah, that's the hair metal guitar.
Yeah, it kind of inspired me. I was like, man, it just looks so cool.
Right.
I have to do it.
Get all the chicks that way.
Yeah.
And who writes the songs?
It's actually... we have songs where I write a lot of the lyrics or a lot of parts, but then there are songs where Josh write like good things. A lot of that, it was Josh wrote the lyrics. He wrote the instrumental. I added to the instrumental. Casey added to the instrumental. Yeah, we all add our own little things to it.
Collaboration.
But
for the most part, it's like a team effort, really.
Yeah.
We all put our own thing into every song. It's never just one person.
Right. We all have our own.
That's
input.
very cool. I mean, that helps the songs be better because it keeps people inspired to want to play them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because we don't want to. Just like anything else, we don't really do anything without another person. It's all kind of like a little brotherhood, and
it just feels better, like playing the song, knowing
you wrote a part. Yeah, you
right. That's awesome.
Wrote some of it.
Makes you feel happy when it's on the CD.
Like I did that. Who's the? Is there roles in the band? Is there a guy that takes charge? Is there a guy who's sensitive? Is there?
I would be the business guy probably.
You're the business guy. You're the guy that reached out to me.
Yeah,
you're the guy that
we put on the suit for the day.
Let me tell you, this guy, he was so determined to do this, and that I appreciate that, because I'll have guys that I'm chasing down. You know what I mean? That I have to chase down to do this. And you were like, hey, I don't know if you got my last email. I don't know. It's like,
I reached out on Facebook.
Yeah, and that's awesome, man. And I appreciate that. And that's the kind of thing that you have to do.
Oh,
exactly.
You have to do that because,
be persistent,
I've been wanting to do this since Park Ridge told me about you guys, and I looked you up, and I saw your YouTube videos. I've been wanting to do that since then. But
awesome.
I have a full-time job that I have to do also. So it's hard to keep track. So if he, things could get lost in the crack if you don't keep on people. It's the same thing with promoters, because if you don't keep on promoters, you might not get paid.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Have you guys done a lot of gigs yet? Are you?
We've done at least.
We've been playing quite a few. Been playing all over Jacksonville. We played like Murray Hill, Freebird, The Landing.
Murray Hill's a great theater. Not enough. I wish they did more there.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. We've even played at the Rock Bar and Jackrabbits and Jackrabbits.
All those places.
Definitely. Yeah.
We played at some really odd venues as well.
Yes, and the Shantytown Pub, that one that Parkridge is talking about. Yes, we played that with them. That was a fun time.
Have you guys been out of Jacksonville yet? You've been regional at all?
Not yet, no.
Not yet?
No, not really. We've been striving towards that, but
maybe Johnson played one show, Tampa, going towards Tampa. We played at a call.
We did.
Evolution Records.
Yeah,
it was on our way to see Blink-182 in Tampa.
Yeah, on our way to see a Blink concert. We played a show.
Just stopped off. Was it planned or not?
It was planned a little bit ahead. Yeah, and then we just decided to do that, and we were like,
you guys collect records?
I collect CDs.
He collects Blink CDs.
Yeah, he does a lot of
Josh
CDs.
does.
It's Record Store Day this weekend. I didn't know if you guys would be into that at all.
I have, I like vinyls.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's Record Store Day. There's a few good places in town. They're going to do some cool stuff, and
that's awesome.
That's what it made me think of. Is like last year I went to Young, Loud, and Snotty in Atlantic Beach, and they had this band called The Attack. And the Attack was playing 6 different locations for all Record Store Day. They would play a song at one place and then would go to the next, and that's kind of what it made me think of. Going to a record store and playing during that,
playing acoustic or play anything. Because we've seen a lot of bands. We've been wanting to do that. We just we don't really know of any record stores, and
there's a few in town, man.
Really?
Yeah. There's Deep Search is in 5 Points. Young, Loud, and Snotty's in Atlantic Beach across from Hurricane Wings. There's a place in St. Augustine that's not very old, but they've got like an incredible selection of like new records. It's called Loud Tone or something like that. I can't remember the exact name, but there's a few places. There's one downtown, and I went there one time. I used to MC for Sharks games, and I was on my way down, and so I stopped there, and this place didn't have any electricity. And they were stealing the electricity from the place next door to get one of those giant, warehouse fans. And I go in, and it's a guy fatter than me, like way fatter than me, just super, super hairy, with no shirt on, zero shirt, just sweating his ass off.
We're talking gorilla?
Oh, my God. Looked like he was wearing a sweater vest, and he was just glistening with sweat. And I couldn't get out of that place fast enough. And I don't know if they've changed it, but... Man, that was scary. That was a little trip down my horror story for you there.
Headgum, like a really hairy Santa Claus.
Yeah, it was. But like Santa Claus is nice. Like this guy, if you sat on his lap, you're probably just gonna slide right off.
Because all the grease and sweat.
He was just sweaty. He looked like a pastrami sandwich with Italian dressing. It was awful.
That's awesome.
It was awful. So you guys you've been out of high school. You're in high school still?
I'm the baby because I'm 17 and I'm actually a senior graduating in like
Where do you
3
go?
weeks. I go to West Nassau out in Callahan.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Middle of nowhere. Nassau,
that's where you are. That's where you're from too. What about you, Josh?
I'm from Jacksonville originally, then moved to Callahan.
He went
to high school. Yeah.
So you went to Nassau too?
Actually, I stayed in high school in Jacksonville at Paxton.
Yeah.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So you probably have like a lot of kids at school that think you're really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pretend to be humble about it because, I guess. It's a cool thing that you guys are doing. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like a small thing because there are a million bands. There are a million bands with you guys have a nice following on Facebook, one of the highest of any of the bands that I've done.
We're proud of it. We love
it's a great following, especially for as new as this band is. And that is huge. You guys, if you keep working at it, you keep doing what you're doing, Josh, with the staying on it and staying at people and making sure that you're in their face and they know you exist.
Yeah,
that business.
I'm the slave driver. I'm the one who cracks the whip and beats them all into position.
That's not going to make you any friends in the long run. That's gonna get them talking shit on you and behind the music. That's what that's going to be. Schaefer was a jerk to me the whole time we were in the band. It's terrible.
I just beat them and then they listen. They're like a dog. Like they come back and love you no matter what.
Yeah. Well, they want to. They know this thing works.
No matter how many times you beat them.
Ike and Tina. You see how that worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I forgive him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you guys are friends. You guys is the friendship first or the band first? Are you able to distinguish between the two?
It's pretty close. It's more of a tie because
it's a good tie.
We just as much as we've been through our own share of like tough spots with each other, and
we're always there for each other. We hang out with each other. Like we do stuff outside of the band all the time.
Yeah, we hang out all the time. We wouldn't be able to. I don't think we would be able to do this with other people that we know less. Mm-hmm. I mean, adding me was probably more convenient because Casey actually already knew me.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, and
he was easy to get to know.
Yeah.
And you already had a friend in the band, so you didn't have to like get acclimated to the guys because you already had a guy you could go to, and he was friends with them.
Yeah.
Right,
nice little conduit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That works well.
It worked. It all really played out pretty well because they had me over for a practice. I learned all their songs in like 2 hours and was writing stuff.
No need to brag.
Yeah,
just 2.
Jeez. So what do you guys do when you're together? Is it all music all the time, or that you're talking about? Like, what do you talk about? What do you do? You play video games, or
actually we do play video games.
They play
sometimes.
Video games.
Yeah, me and Kyle are like the big gamers in the band. But when we're not,
Kyle's the bass player's not here.
Yeah, he's not here tonight.
Kyle is not here. Hi, Kyle.
He'll be listening to this later.
Okay.
We love you, buddy.
But yeah, when we're together, we really it's a lot of just hanging out, talking about plans, ideas, possible songs,
things like videos,
upcoming shows,
putting cats in videos.
Yeah, cats and videos.
It's like, hey, you guys see any cats in the neighborhood? Because I got an idea for a video.
Think about the next cat we're going to use in our next video, the next lawnmower.
I know when because I collaborate with the program director here, we write the stuff for the station.
Right.
And sometimes we'll be talking because we're best friends, and then we'll be outside, we'll be talking, and then something hits us, and I was like, oh my God, we have to do this right now. Is it the same thing with you guys with music? And it just like you start thinking about something, it's like, oh, let's do this right now.
Yes.
So we'll be writing something, and I'll be like, I'll come up with an idea. Casey will be flipping out. He'll be like, oh my gosh.
Casey's like he's the one who we go to if we're like, hey, do you think this sounds good? Casey's the one we go to. Like,
yeah, because he's got a pretty good ear.
Yeah.
Even though he plays stuff that sounds like Blink-182's Adam song all the time.
When you give him a guitar,
I don't understand.
Yeah, we usually try not to give him a guitar because
he's just sensitive, and he's got to beat out his feelings on the drum.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah, he's just strumming away, playing sad stuff in the corner.
Man, they're just putting your business out on the street, man.
I love you,
That's
Casey.
not cool.
We love you, man. It's all good.
What about?
Okay, I love y'all too.
What about recording? Where do you guys record?
Oh yeah, we go to My Platinum Sound Studios over in the beach with Paul Lipinski.
Oh, Paul Lipinski. He's the other guy. There's Stan Martell and there's Paul Lipinski.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the guys.
Saw that he did work for Yellow Card and stuff. And
Yellow Card and Red Jumpsuit. He actually did Red Jumpsuit's "Don't You Fake It" album, and we saw that and we were like, oh my gosh! So we emailed him and got to work with that. Yeah.
Is there a lot of collaboration with him when you go into the studio, or do you have your stuff ready to go and he just kind of engineers it?
Yeah, usually we haven't really done anything with like a producer or anything like that yet. So really, we just have everything ready. We go in there. He gives us a few ideas, like what he thinks, but
he'll edit around with it and give us a couple ideas and tell us what sounds better over another idea.
Yeah,
and he's a great guy. I mean, he works with us on it, and we will come in there with really raw tracks or something, and he'll be like, all right, guys, let's get to work.
Yeah, he wants you to get it done.
Exactly.
He's probably got the next band waiting out the door. He's like, look, kids, we gotta move this.
That's what I like about Paul, though, because like he actually really works hard. He doesn't like just try to put it off like, oh, I'm just, this is my job. I'm going to get this done and get y'all out of the door.
If you want to get a song done in like 2 or 3 hours, it will happen.
Yeah,
you can tell he lives for that. He's definitely got a great ear for music too. Because he works with so many different artists. I mean, half the time he's got, instead of bands outside the door, I think we're one of the few bands he does, but he does like rappers.
Yeah.
So he's got like rappers coming in, and we come in and he's like, oh wow, a band.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's something. Even producing is something. If you don't love this, you're not going to last.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because it's a lot of hours and for not a lot of reward. Because I'm sure he makes good money, but he works hard for his money.
Right,
He's grinding.
Definitely.
He's not making a ton of money an hour because he's putting in hella hours.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's cool. You got to respect that.
Definitely.
Same thing with a band. Sure. You know what I mean? Like when you guys first getting started, You're practicing. You're playing shows. You're trying to get your record together. And then once you get it together, you gotta make it.
Yep.
Yeah, we're stuck in that garage.
Yeah,
those hours are unpaid.
I bet it's hot too. But you guys do it in Josh's garage?
Yes.
He's probably got butlers and shit with giant leaves. Keeping you cool. He's got slaves blowing ice on you.
A lot of ramen noodles stuck in his pantry.
The maids come and dust off all the instruments after you're done playing. Yeah,
exactly. Just giving you rub downs. Master Josh, will there be anything else before I go see my family? No. Do you guys still have fun doing this?
Oh yeah,
of course.
It is literally our dream. Like I wake up in the morning thinking to myself, what can I do for this band? Like I love writing music, and it's just I wouldn't be able to imagine myself not doing something music related toward, like, putting an effort toward a band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say it's about the same for me. Every day I just think, what can I do for the band today? Like I always have that mindset.
Definitely. You have to, because otherwise where are you going to go? I mean, you can't do anything without, like, if you're going to put things off, you can't go anywhere putting things off all the time. It's just like anything else, really. I mean, that's how I've always thought about it.
You know what happens if you procrastinate? You end up a 36-year-old DJ in Jacksonville. That's what happens if you procrastinate.
So saw a lot of those at One Spark.
It's like, please buy my product. Get me out of this unemployed hell. What part of what you do is a grind? Because there's got to be a part that's just like, oh my God, can we please be done with this?
A lot of it, if there's anything that I'd have to say that it's more tedious than anything else, it would be honestly, it would be just whenever we have to go to shows and things, it's just the sound guys.
Yeah, the sound guys. And so let's talk about the song before we go.
Okay.
So we don't I don't like to ask what it is about, because it's about something different to everybody. You know what I mean? But when you wrote it, you meant it in a specific way.
Right. For Listen, it was kind of like the project song of the album. We had a lot of different input, and it was actually the most input we all put into a song. Mm-hmm. The original draft version we came out with, Kyle hated. So we re-engineered the entire song because he hated it so much. Okay.
It actually was pretty bad. It was, really
terrible.
It was a little too punk. I actually started off with
at
Casey.
Least you can be honest with yourself in that way.
Yeah, it started off with Casey just doing he just yelling some random words, and then I was like,
it's like, listen to everything I say. He was just sitting there with his little acoustic guitar in the corner, just chilling.
And I was like, wait, that actually didn't sound sad for once. So
I was like, oh, he's happy.
The sun came out.
And then you guys told him it sucked, and then he got sad again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
That's when me and Josh stepped in and tried to write the rest of the song. The chorus, actually, Josh came up with the melody, and the verses we tried to fiddle around with. The actual meaning, the meaning was more like it's a shifty kind of relationship where the girl's kind of putting up boundaries, or guy, girl, whoever you want to talk about. It's asexual,
sure,
either way, really. But it's it's just shifty boundaries, and it's when I say that everything's feeling fine, but deep inside I want to go. I just want to get out of this rut, because the relationship just is kind of. I think everybody's been in that point in their life where you go through that really you like the person, but you're like, I like you, but you're bringing me down, and you're not really I'm not feeling you. You're not my vibe.
I like you, but not nearly as much as I liked you 6 months ago.
Yeah. I like you, but not as much as your friend.
Right. That happens too. That happens all the time. And this, the video, are any one of these girls from the video?
No, we actually.
Okay. That's from your school, right?
I went to 2 schools in high school, went to Bishop Kenny.
Is it because you got kicked out of
Catholics? No, I didn't get kicked out. I just, money is. Those schools, they cost.
They're expensive. You should have had just Josh's parents.
Yeah, I could have just paid for it.
I probably should have.
He's got that in his front pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, sheesh, pocket change. There you go. I should have asked them, but no, the 2 girls that we had in our video for Listen, they came from Bishop Kenny. They went to school with me back a couple years ago, and so I kept in touch with them and asked. They really liked the band, so I asked them if they wanted to be in the video. And they were like, yeah, sure. Yeah. So they went along with it.
Hired our own actors.
Not really. But they did it out of the kindness of their hearts.
You talk about a way to get some numbers. That hey, you want to be in my band's video? That will get you phone numbers.
Definitely.
Like nobody's business. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's called Listen. It's on High Hopes, the EP. We're here with Palm Trees and Powerlines on the 90 Forum from X102.9, Jacksonville's rock alternative. We are back on the 90 Forum with Palm Trees and Powerlines from X102.9, Jacksonville's rock alternative. It's Tank. I'm hosting because I'm awesome at this or something. That's why I make $12 a year. Anyway, let's get back to the action here. We're talking to Palm Trees and Powerlines. That song was Listen off of High Hopes. Whoa. And great stuff there. And is it always when you have a home run? Or is it sometimes somebody has to convince you that it's good or bad?
We had to be convinced.
We were convinced because we thought that was the worst song on our EP.
We did. We weren't even going to go with that song, actually. We thought it was like not the right song to be a single.
Yeah, like we said, Kyle thought it was terrible. I didn't really like it too much. Mm-hmm. I mean, originally, when we first wrote it, it was just, dang, I don't want to listen to this or ever play this live or do anything. But now that we really worked with it and it came a long way and we turned out like, well, this is a good single. And we actually, the person who told me that it would be a really good idea, I was always talking with Paul's manager and he was telling me, hey, this song's getting stuck in my head. You should definitely use this as a single or something. So we were like, hey, that's a great idea. So we released it first, Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy playing live? Is that something you like to do?
Oh yes,
I love playing live so much.
That's the overwhelming response. Is that the best part for you?
It's one of the best things.
I love being in the studio.
I love the entire experience. I mean, the live you get to reach out to fans because you're meeting them. Online, it's like you get the feedback and you kind of get to reach out. And then the studio experience, I mean, you're creating something for people to love.
Exactly.
And we love that. It's like building Legos. I mean, I loved Legos as a kid, and songs are like Legos in a way.
Yeah. And we'd like to be like personal. I like to be like personal with fans and stuff. Like when they come out to shows, we'll hang out.
Oh yeah,
and
we in
online,
other
we
bands,
talk to them on Twitter.
Like we love actually going to the shows we play. We've even played shows with screamo bands. And sorry if anybody gets offended by
I think it's a genre. I don't find it insulting. I think it's a genre.
I mean, I listen to heavier music anyway, and I just refer to it all as screamo music, and that's just me. But we've even played with a lot of heavy bands, and we love staying and watching every band that we play with, no matter who they are or how popular they are. We will watch everybody, and it's a great experience because we'll meet them, and it's just a fun time. Honestly, we love having a fun time with the bands and the fans and everything. It's awesome.
Yep.
Overwhelmingly, people that are in bands, especially in this town, are very supportive of other bands.
Oh yeah,
and it's a great movement here because of that.
Right. It's like everybody's like a great happy family. Yeah,
exactly.
Like
because you guys are
from Park Ridge,
really fighting for the same thing. You know what I mean? You're not fighting against each other. Everything that's a success or a victory for you guys is a victory or a success for the next guy coming up.
Yeah, we want to see like a revival in the scene, pretty much.
Definitely. And Park Ridge and like we love playing shows together, especially because we're more of the same genre, and we bring a lot of the same fan. Like we're trying to kind of revive it a little bit.
Yeah, because I remember when Yellow Card was here, they had sold out shows.
Yeah.
It was insane. Because I mean, I understand the music scene was different back then.
About 10 years ago.
Things were different.
Yeah.
I mean,
they used to be selling out Freebird. I mean. Who says we can't do that now?
The internet came along and was like, screw CD sales,
right?
Screw everything.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Now people can get it all for free.
Yeah,
and I'm not opposed to that. I kind of like the idea of like if our stuff was on a leak site, for example, like it's so cool because you think about it, somebody thinks that we're good enough just to like throw to people, like you know that someone's gonna like this, so they throw it out to people, and even though we're not making any money from it, you still have fans that are listening to it and loving the music. And
but it'd still be nice to make some money off of it.
Exactly. I'm not ever saying anything wrong. I love making money.
Yeah,
Josh doesn't need it.
not like I need it or anything.
Right. Hear them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like that's a great way to, like I said earlier, 50,000 people, 25,000 eyes, 25,000 sets of eyes.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, 100,000 sets of eyes. All of a sudden they were looking at it at a pirate bar. Jesus Christ. have seen this video. 100,000 sets of eyes have watched your video. They've seen the stunt jump over Lonnie the lawnmower. I mean, there's just. I mean, really that's insane if you think about it. There's probably guys in Peru and Australia that have watched this.
We've actually gotten
actually
we've gotten like tweets from people in like other countries. Like,
I mean, that's,
oh my God,
how cool is that?
I know awesome.
It's awesome because we got people in
not
France,
only that, it's about
Italy.
the people that like they do arts for us, like they draw our names on posters and stuff, and they like make arts and crafts.
That's
for us.
really
So
cool.
It's just, like,
it is. They'll put them around their school too. It's a great work. Like we'll have people send us their own fan art and like, man, it's the coolest.
We love
thing
seeing
ever.
that.
Let me ask you this: do you prefer it in 2014, where you get all this exposure nationwide, but you don't make any money off of it, or would you rather it be 1974, where a guy comes up and he gives you $500,000 advance?
Wow. I mean, it depends on really how far you can take it.
Yeah, I mean, for that time period, if you, like the $500,000 thing, the money's always great, and if that's all going towards.
And let's say that's it. Let's say that's it.
Right.
That's the only shot you get. They try you out. They give you an advance. They're not feeling what you're doing, so they need to cut you out, and then you never get another shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
This way, you get to take your own brand as far as you
Exactly.
Right. Well, we take any opportunity. We're all about kind of putting it to, like, being a little bold. I mean, we put out a cover video about, what was it, a week or so ago?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago, and it's from it was a cover of a new song by a band called 5 Seconds of Summer, who have a song called "She Looks So Perfect."
Oh
on the video.
I saw that. It's really good.
Yeah, and we were walking around we had underwear over our pants, and Josh and I were kind of walking around Walmart. And
The thing is, it's not that weird at Walmart.
No, exactly. We fit right in.
There's a whole section of Walmart with those kind of pants.
We're gonna be on the People
asking
Walmart
us.
video, 2014.
There you go.
Yeah.
We have fans that tell us that our music has saved their life.
Oh, that's cool.
And that is, to us, I've always dreamed of our music inspiring people to that degree, and it's life changing. Really, it's very surreal. Very surreal.
You know what's weird is a lot of times I wish that some of the people that hate my station and they talk to me on Facebook, I wish they would kill themselves. That's what I'm hoping for. That's weird. That's just weird. You're a much better person than I am, because I just want those people to die.
You're just like, guys, calm down. It is the radio, and I'm doing my job.
Just doing my job. So this has nothing to do with anything else.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. Yeah, exactly right.
Just like you guys are getting paid to dig ditches, I am getting paid to host radio shows.
That's what it is.
So,
That's what it is. Everybody wants free speech until somebody says something they don't like.
Exactly.
Then everybody got something to say.
Hell yeah. And I think you do a good job.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate
the
that.
station. Been listening since it started.
Yeah, we all listen to 102.9.
Oh, you guys are fucking liars.
Ever since y'all took over.
Man.
So let's talk a little bit about this album, this EP, Palm Trees and Powerlines. You take this with you to shows?
Oh yeah.
Sure do.
Oh, we got
you guys move
plethora
them?
of that.
You move them? Are they moving?
They have wheels, actually. We like to roll them across the street. We kind of like put them in front of people's houses, just like
They got jetpacks on.
Literal Lonnie over here. No, but like they sell, right? You can sell, sell merch. You got
merch
stickers,
stuff,
you got
shirts.
t-shirts, all that.
we actually do have stickers and t-shirts.
Yeah, we bring them to every show. We always have a little merch table or merch stand or something that we keep our stuff at,
Which is how we get paid.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much our paycheck for our shows.
I mean, eventually though, it'll get to the point where you're going to be able to start making some money off this.
Oh yeah.
I got to think, like eventually there's going to be a technology that's going to allow you
right.
to, I see
on a lot of like iTunes and things like that. We get paid for a lot of stuff like that, and our internet sales they've been great. Our fans support us over the internet. They actually buy our merch too. So, not only do we sell the merch at shows, but we sell it online.
Also sell it online and stuff.
And it's kind of cool. We're actually going to be coming out with some more of that, so that way we kind of have some more to put out there to the fans. So that way they have more to buy. But that's how we get paid. But as far as festivals, we've been trying to play more festivals. We recently played the Oyster Jam Festival.
Yeah, that just happened like a couple of weeks ago.
Saturday.
Last weekend.
Saturday.
That was pretty fun.
It was a great time. There's a ton of people that came out, and it was great to see all the faces.
There's just something about outside venues, even if it's like really hot and you're just sweating.
I love outside venues.
It's just really fun for some
because
reason.
probably we're so used to playing indoor venues all the time, and when we play outside, it's just that breeze of air comes through.
Sunshine.
Sun.
It's just
really
the palm trees and Powerlines surrounding us, and it's giving us the energy.
That's what we are, right there. That's what we are. That's, I mean, and remember, and you're still in high school. You guys just been out of high school for a little while, but there was that feeling. I remember when I was in high school, which was a lot longer ago. In fact, you weren't even alive when I was in high school. That feeling when you're wearing the T-shirt of the band that you love that's from the city that you live in.
Oh, yeah.
And you wear that to school and you're just so proud. You're just like, I went and saw Palm Trees and Powerlines this weekend. I saw them and they talked to me, man.
Yeah,
and I bought this shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have had kids at my school that have bought shirts from us, and it's awesome because I'll see them wear the shirts around, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good feeling. Like, I'll go to the mall, like Orange Park Mall or something, avenues, and kids, like, they come up to me and they're like, oh, you're in that band, and like I get a picture of them. And
That's really cool.
That's really awesome.
That's gotta feel great, right?
It's really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever you go to an all-time low show and like 95% of the kids know who you are because you're also in a pop punk band.
Right.
That was awesome.
Right.
That was they went and they said it was an awesome experience.
Yeah, like we're passing out flyers and like people like, these are the best business cards we ever had. and like it was just so much fun because like half the people knew who we were.
Yeah,
it's just like we didn't have to pass them out.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then for the people who didn't, we just wanted them to have a little something to go home with, and that way they can keep up with us.
I went to Regency Mall once and I got jumped by a gang. So not really.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like a different story. It's a different story, but yeah. So I'm really looking forward to hearing you guys play acoustically.
Of course.
Is that a word?
We're excited.
Did I make that word up?
I'm not sure.
Acoustic.
Play acoustic? Acoustic.
We're all for making up words.
The song you're going to play is called Over It.
Yes.
Have you probably work all your songs out acoustically to begin with, right? Or no?
I did. I actually wrote it on I wrote acoustic on I wrote acoustic on an acoustic guitar. I wrote over it on
Is that so you know which guitar it is? Electric, acoustic.
I wrote over it on a acoustic guitar. I actually started off with the chorus, and it went from there, and I showed it to the guys. They like instantly fell in love with it. Kyle was like flipping out. Casey was
he's just
out.
speaking for Kyle because he's not here.
I am.
You could say Kyle said I was the best songwriter you ever met.
He loved that song, and that's what made me go forward with it. And it was actually the first song that I sang lead vocals in on the EP, and in general, actually.
So we're gonna get into this acoustic song. Casey, we got drums back there. If you wanna, kind of, you have to play them light because it's loud.
Really light.
It's tight.
You can't really tell
space.
I don't know about Casey.
You can't really tell Casey to play the drums light. He doesn't really.
Yeah, I have a really hard time with beating things lightly.
Yeah, so that doesn't really work out for him.
Good luck for your future wife. Anyway, so sorry, we'll touch all bases here. We're gonna get into this acoustic song. We got Palm Trees and Powerlines in the studio in 904 Forum. It's called Over It.
Can't figure out what to do. I can't believe I never knew that you were bringing me down. When I thought your affection was the only direction that I could turn to. But who said that I need you? We weren't meant to be. It's obvious, why can't you say? Now you're working out and I can't solve all their problems. Your body's just a trick. Your love is all I miss. And it's a little hard to say, but I am over this. You had to go and change your mind, but really I don't have the time for this. I'm just so sick, and there is nothing you can do to fix this. And at this point you are not worth it. Just get out of my head. We weren't meant to be. It's obvious, why can't you say? Now we are working out and I can't solve all their problems. just a trick. Your love is all I miss, and so little hard to say, but I am over this. Da-di-da-da-di-da-da, ba-di-ba, ba-di-ba-ba, ba-di-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Da-di-da-da-di-da-da, ba-di-ba, ba-di-ba-ba, ba-di-ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Whoa, and I just know you won't get over it. We weren't meant to be. It's obvious, why can't you say? Now we are working out and I can't solve all our problems. Party's just a trick. Your love is all I miss, and it's a little hard to say, but I am over this.
That was Over It from Palm Trees and Powerlines here in the studio of the 904 Forum. I am Tank from X102.9, Jacksonville's rock alternative, here with Josh, Schaefer, and Casey from Palm Trees and Powerlines. That was a great song, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I picked up one very important thing from that song. You weren't meant to be. I know that. You weren't meant to be. I know that's the thing I got most out of that song. Great job. Sounded awesome. Very excited that you guys came in, man. Before you get out of here, tell people where they can find you on the internet, where they can find you on Twitter, YouTube channel, and all that.
You can find us on our Facebook. We got facebook.com/palmtreesandpowerlines.
Which is our Facebook page for you all that have Facebooks.
Yep. And if you like us, we'll like you, as we always say. And we got our twitter.com/PTPLband. It's
at PTPL Band.
Yeah, or just at PTPL Band.
There's no slash.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Unless you're typing it on the computer or something. But yeah, we're on YouTube. YouTube.com/palmtreespowerlines without the and.
Without the and.
The
and ran away.
Yeah, the and ran away for that URL. It was just too long.
And the and ran away.
And then we're also on, what else? Instagram, Tumblr.
Yeah, Instagram, it's PTPL Band too, and Tumblr.
Maybe it was and Frank, and they got her in the German.
Yeah.
I was thinking, sorry. You have a website?
Yes, we have our official website, palmtreesandpowerlines.com.
Whoa, in stereo.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
And the EP is called Get Over. I'm sorry, the EP is called High Hopes.
Yes. Get Over It. It's
Over It is one of the songs.
It's one of the songs. It's one of the songs. And where can they get that? They can buy that on the website. Obviously, seeing you in shows.
Yeah, you got it on iTunes. You got it on Google Play, Amazon,
Spotify.
Come to a show and buy it there.
Come to a show.
Right. And do you guys want to give a shout out to anybody while you're here? Any of your family, your friends listening on the interwebs?
Definitely shout out to all of our fans, especially the ones on like Twitter.
I really appreciate all the fans that have been supporting us this far.
People that have been subscribing to us on YouTube, looking at our covers. I mean, people that have been supporting us since the beginning, coming to our shows. We appreciate every single one of them and love them all to death.
You guys, I'm sorry, John.
It's thanks to them that the word is spreading, really.
Yeah, really. I mean, we can only do so much, and it's more up to the people that listen to us, and we are just thankful that we have such wonderful people that support us.
You guys have a lot of them too, man.
Yeah.
And it's very impressive. It's very impressive, especially just getting started. A year for a band is baby time. You know, I mean, that's the beginning. So if you keep up with this, who knows where you could go. What about who are these guys? Your camera crew that you brought with you? They were pretty quiet most of the time. I saw them whispering.
They're giggling and
doing girl stuff.
They came and they actually helped us do a little photo shoot before this. And
very cool.
So shout out to you guys. Thank you.
All right. And any parting thoughts before we get out of here? Any rock and roll? What is when you're on stage? What is the ultimate sign of appreciation that fans give you? Is it the devil horns? Is it dancing in the crowd?
The hearts.
The hearts. The mosh pits.
The hearts.
The hearts. We need like a Palm Trees and Powerlines symbol. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we need.
Like that or something. You know, I don't know how you do it. And I like how I'm saying it like that, and it's on the radio. Nobody can see the shit.
Exactly.
What you do is you got to put your hands up.
It's use your imagination.
Theater of the mind. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in. I enjoyed it thoroughly. You guys are awesome.
Keep
doing what you're doing. Seriously, you guys are great. And, man, it won't be long before people pick up on that. So next time you guys get a chance, go see Palm Trees and Powerlines. I don't know who we're going to have in next. We got a couple of guys that are on the horizon, and hopefully we'll get that done before too long. And we got a sponsor coming in soon, so that'll be awesome. Maybe get some money out of this. That would be nice.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
Otherwise, man, keep supporting Jacksonville music. Go see them whenever you get the chance. Pay the money. Buy the songs. And don't just watch them on YouTube. Don't just go to the show. Buy the merch. Buy the CD. Make sure that these guys are getting love for what they do, because they deserve it. That's Jacksonville musicians are, in my opinion, some of the best in the country. I've been thoroughly impressed with the amount of great musicians in this town, great bands, and you guys just so young and so talented. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Thank you.
Once again, this is the 904. My name is Tank from X102.9, Jacksonville's Rock Alternative. We'll see you next time.